Tension, bust-ups, and attention-grabbing antics You How Girls Aloud Fell Apart Mirror Online. Cheryl opened up on Andipo. Underlying tension Andipo. Within Girls Aloud fans were devastated when they announced their split in 2013. From an outside perspective, the group, who were thrown together on Popstars The Rivals, seemed like the best of friends. However, now Cheryl has hinted at underlying tension behind the scenes while looking back at her time singing with Nadine Coyle, Sarah Harding, Nicola Roberts, and Kimberly Walsh. Speaking to BBC ahead of the launch of her new single Let You, the Geordie singer confirmed the fan theories and revealed that things weren't Andipo as rosy as they made out on stage. So what actually happened behind closed doors, and how was it that the five best pals drifted apart? Sarah Andipo, SNX 2018. Wild child personality started off as nothing more than her role in the band, but as it became a self-fulfilling prophecy, it started to cause some tension. Once dubbed Andipo, hardcore Harding Andipo, by her fellow band, while her fellow bandmates kept a composed image, during the height of the band Andipo's success, Sarah would be pictured swigging from whiskey bottles and partying into the early hours. Her eccentricity also meant that she often said the wrong thing in public. In 2008, she embarrassed the group as she hit headlines for swearing at paparazzi outside Mahiki nightclub. Meanwhile, when the group bagged a Brit Award in 2009, Sarah yelled about time. Now we Andipo. Cheryl rarely drank and preferred an early night, meaning she reportedly when it came to Sarah Andipo's partying. As the pair begun to bicker, the group split down the middle, with Sarah and Nadine separating one way while Cheryl, Kimberly and Nicola formed a trio. So yeah, there was a divide. We're all it's so sad for me to have to admit this stuff now because for so long, there's the band, and you want everybody to think we're best friends and we have pillow fights and, drink milkshakes. That's what I wanted it to be. I while all the girls separated out to do their own thing in 2009, it was Cheryl who was by now the standout star. She Andipo already forged a career away from the group, having worked as a judge on X Factor for a year, and when she released her hit song, Fight for This Love, she flew straight to #1. Speaking to the BBC, Lewis Walsh was one of many to urge Cheryl to ditch her bandmates. She Andipo's kind of lost in the group really, because no one knows how good she is. But if they were the supreme, so, how did the other girls feel about her success? Reports at the time suggested that the other four girls originally felt very put out when Cheryl was first offered the job on the hit ITV show. Plus, speaking out after Sheza Andipo's first X Factor performance without her bandmates, Nadine Coyle cryptically told Andipo, "I think anyone would." Despite their mounting jealousy, all five girls still made the decision to reunite for a tour in 2013. However, reflecting on coming back together, Cheryl has recalled that while they looked polished and perfect, by this point drama was bubbling away. There were still some underlying issues that had never been addressed, sadly. It could have been a lot. We Andipo been off on our own for so long that you Andipo not in the same bubble you were in first time round. That bubble had popped. There were great bits, too. Times when we cried. Unsurprisingly, it was on that tense final tour that the girls decided to call it a day. And things only divided further still, as Nadine claims that the decision was made without her, and she was only informed a matter of minutes before they announced their split in public. Nadine went on to publicly slam their decision to quit, and Cheryl clapped back that she was full of ***T during an interview in Attitude magazine. While Sarah reached out and apologized to Nadine for leaving her out of the decision, and they put any drama to rest, it was evident to fans that the five singers were no longer the best of pals. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.